know who made it.
Alright y'all, so we getting ready to do the oil change. The bike has been sitting overnight, so we're gonna pull it out, ride it around, get it up to temperature, then bring it back and then do everything. I was gonna do it, I was gonna lift it up on this and do it, but I've seen the videos where it's not really necessary. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna come back and just do it as necessary. You know what I'm saying? My biggest concern is just being able to get to the other drip or where I need to drain the fluids from. Two of them are on this side, and then the other one is going to be on this side, right up under the derby cover. So, and then we'll have to be able to get in there and get that oil filter off as well. So we shall see. We shall see. But like I said, I bought the bike. I forgot how many miles was on it when I bought it. But it's due for registration in May, which is odd because I could have swore I bought that shit in June. But you know, whatever. And if I really wanted to move that shit, I could just not re-register it until I got ready to. So that's always the option. As long as you don't ride it, get a ticket, then you can move your registration month or whatever. So just a little jewel of information there for you. So let me go ahead and get it off of the little stand or whatever, get it out and turn some corners. Alright, so we just got back. Now we about to put it in motion, baby. Put our expensive ass $40 ass drain plug or drain pan to work. Actually, it's $33.95. But who's counting, right? Oh, I'm definitely counting. I know that they said that it wasn't necessarily required, but I guess the perk or the claim to fame is that you can pretty much drain all your cavities in the same thing, whatever. So it's gonna be one drain plug right there, which is for the primary. It's kind of hard to see, but it's there, I promise you. And then the other two are going to be on the opposite side, a little bit easier to access, looks like. So let's get to it. Alright, so this is engine oil right here. And then this one here is going to be for your transmission. I just got to get a wrench that's big enough, which is exactly why we purchased the kit with all of these in there. It looked like it might be a 3/8. It's a pretty big one. Oh, looks like it is. 3/8 with a little room to play. Okay. There wasn't a whole lot of pressure needed to loosen that, which is, I would think that it shouldn't be that hard to or difficult to remove. So I definitely wanted to start it with the wrench though. I also went ahead and started loosening derby cover bolts. That motherfucker hot. Alright, transmission right there. What a thing hot. I mean, as it should be, because we just rode it and we ain't just take it up the street and back. You know what I'm saying? We took it around, put it through its paces, rode around town, came back. So that's open, that's open. So now really the only things that we're gonna have to do or loosen is the drain plugs. But before we do that, let me show you what else I got. All right, so I ordered this kit off of Amazon. It comes with funnel, and then this is to go, this here goes under the oil filter so as to not create a big old mess. So hopefully that should come in good handy today. Also the derby cover funnel thingamajigger-bobber. Yeah, that's what we're gonna call it. Also the filter wrench. I almost went and bought one. I was like, let me go see what I bought and then go from there. And then it also comes with replacement O-rings. It looks like it's about 1, 2, 3, I can't count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Looks like there's about 10 of them in there. So because you want to replace the thread, or you want to place the O-rings on all your drainage points. So yeah. All right, so I think honestly I want to start with the derby side. I'll start with the derby side. My finger is right there on the drain plug, and of course go ahead and take that out. Too. Okay, Harley, I see you. I see you, Harley. All right, so it says it's a 5/8. I'm gonna just verify and then go ahead and drain the primary. All right, so got that fluid draining. I think it only calls for like a quart or a little bit over. Go ahead and pull the derby cover. Sit y'all right here. I probably should have had to set up before the shot. is what it is. So because I'm confident in knowing exactly what it is that, how much fluid is supposed to go in this one, I'm gonna go ahead and do this one first. I know that it's supposed to touch the bottom of the clutch plate, so we'll do this one first and then go from there. As far as shavings, I mean, it's not a whole lot, as you can see. I heard that a little bit is normal, so no worries there. The only reason, I mean, other than you should change your oil or whatever, because the simple fact is that when I got the bike, I was under the impression that they had probably done all this, but but after I ran into the situation with my clutch, I was just like, yo, I don't trust anything. You know what I'm saying? I don't trust nothing, and yeah. So that's why. I mean, it's damn near a year later, but I'm finally getting around to having the time to do it, or being confident enough to do it, doing enough research, watching enough videos, etc. So I'm gonna just kind of hold that. Oh, that book is hot. Let me grab something. That way I can grab it. So I'm letting the oil down. Like I said, that bad boy is hot. Seal looks good. Alright, so let me get everything ready for this. I'll cut y'all back on. Alright, so what we're doing here is we're going to clean up the threads on here. You just want to grab some kind of wire brush. Make sure that you clean up those threads all the way around. We're also going to be changing out the O-ring with one of the ones that come in the box. So you have a fresh O-ring on there, and you have clean threads. That way you shouldn't have any issues with threading or whatnot. I'm pretty sure that you don't want those problems, I promise you. You do not want those problems. So and this is my first time, not my first time doing anything mechanically inclined, but my first time doing anything on a Harley. But there's a lot of knowledge out there, just like my other channel, man. I just try to promote that you can do it too, man. You can do it too. So I came from sport bikes. I'm trying to get my pics. I came from sport bikes, didn't know nothing about no Harleys, and nothing like that. So if I can do it, you can do it too. So we're just gonna take our pick tool, take the old O-ring off. Look at the old. And if you look at them kind of side to side, there's a slight noticeable difference. Not in diameter, but like in thickness. So this one's definitely gonna give us the good proper seal that we need going back on. So I always want to change those. Make sure that you either buy them or they come with whatever. I will put the link for the Harley orange filters and everything kit that came with this, so that you can pick up the same kit that I did if you so choose to. All right, back to the bike. All right, so let me show you the usual suspects. We went with the Maxima Racing Oils kit. We got it off of Amazon. I also put that link in the description. Got your primary oil there. And you also have your engine oil. And then you also have your transmission oil. And then it also comes with a filter. You have the option of black or chrome. I just decided to go black. I think the chrome one might cost a little more, but honestly, it didn't really make a difference to me which one it was. So we're gonna go ahead and start with the primary. Alright, so it calls for 30 to 32 ounces for the primary. That's going to be the primary fluid that we're putting in there. So uncap that. And then that's going to be that primary fluid going into the bike. The real thing is that it hits the bottom of the plates. That's the real shebang bang. Alright, so I did push the bike in the garage so I can make sure it's on a level plane, but the primary is good. Check in, checkmate. Just have to wipe it off, get the fingerprints, good to go. Next is going to be the transmission, which takes 28 ounces, which is just shy of the 32 that's in the quart. So I got this cup here. I'm gonna measure it out to 28 and then pull it up. Pull it up. That's probably the only thing that has me like, I probably should have did that shit different. Like out here I have more room, but in here it's level. So yeah. But I'm pretty sure it all drained out and everything. So transmission fluid next. Alright, so we got transmission fluid now draining. Take you down here so we can look at the drain plug. Doesn't look bad. Does not look bad. But we still gonna bring it over here to the workbench. Get it cleaned up and clean up the threads, everything like that. Got some brake cleaner. that cleaned off. So we're gonna clean up the threads with our brush here. So same as before, take off that old O-ring. Now the one thing that I did off camera but y'all didn't see was me putting the thread locker on there. You definitely don't want nothing coming loose. So you find a little package of O-rings that we just had. We put them back in the box. Back in the box for safekeeping. New O-ring. Onto the drain plug. Boom. Boom shakalaka. So we got not one but two old O-rings that are on their way out. Or that have been replaced. Alright, so we got two holes complete. Primary done, transmission is done, and now we are going to move forward to the biggest and the baddest, which is the oil change itself. So let me get that drain, let y'all have a look at the drain plug and all that good stuff, and then we'll make a note on our phone last time, like when we did it, etc, etc. Alright, so now it's time to get to the part that I dread, just because I've heard so much bad stuff about it. It's getting up under there and putting this whole, let's see, getting up under that filter. I might need two hands for this. Alright, there we go. Yeah, so it's supposed to fit right up under there like that. And make sure it's all the way seated though, while that continues to drain the engine oil. So yeah, I've heard the horror stories about how people go to get their filter off, it's on there pretty like over tightened, crazy like. Hopefully that ain't something that we have to deal with. We finna find out though. Alright, so that should be it on there. And then we just gonna take our ratchet here. Should be lefty loosey. I think. Okay, that's right. I was like, hold on. I was gonna say, Lord, please don't do it to me. You can see the oil just starting to trickle down there. So that's good. Whew. Probably the most dreaded part went pretty smooth. So what's really throwing the camera off with the lighting is because it's bright as hell outside, dark in the garage, everything like that. So what we're gonna do now that we have successfully loosened our old filter, we are going to take this filter, which has the nut at the end. I believe that's like a 17. Let me verify. Alright, so yeah, we got our nut at the end. That's a 17. Good to go there. We're gonna go ahead and put some oil into the filter, let it saturate a little bit. It's not required, but I mean it's what I've always done with cars. So even though I know it's bikes, it's a little bit different. One thing that kind of caught me off guard is that the fact that they sent me two quarts of primary. So that one I'm gonna keep an eye on, listen to make sure I don't hear nothing funny or anything like that. So we're only gonna go about halfway with the filter, let it saturate, because it does have to go on like at an angle. So put it in there, let it settle, whatever, do its thing. Put this plastic back over the top, and then you also want to take a little bit of the oil and go around the seal like that. It's crazy that in such a small space there's so many different drain holes, you know what I'm saying? And they all are different fluids, so that's pretty dope. Alright. And then the only thing that I would say to do different than what I did is have some gloves. I don't never wear gloves. Yeah, let's get this old filter off without making a hell of a mess. Alright, so now that that's kind of slow to like a trickle or whatnot, as you can see, I'll get that off there. I'm pretty sure it'll be still something that we'll have to kind of wipe down or something, but it greatly reduces the mess, I would believe. So it just kind of slides back in there. And now we're gonna take that filter, just let it drain over there. And then it looked like the O-ring came off that filter. Alright, so we're just gonna reach in there, kind of wipe it off there, and then we'll put the new filter on. make sure we got a fresh, clean surface there. I'm gonna take a new filter here and go ahead and add that bad boy. I think I want to stick this back up in there just in case. Just in case it gets a little messy. And it'll kind of give it that little extra support. I got large hands, man, so when it comes to stuff like this, it kind of really sucks getting in tight spaces, but you gotta make it do what it do. Said that right there can get a little messy, but overall, man, I think it wasn't too bad. All right, so that only leaves topping off the oil, and we good. All right, so now I know you can't really see because it's under the bike, but here's what it is. We're gonna go ahead and fill up the main cavity where the oil goes. We cleaned it off, put a new O-ring on there, so everything is good to go with that. That container got some weight to it now. It got all the fluids from the bike in there. Alright, so I got the socket but forgot the wrench. Alright, so we're just gonna take some brake cleaner. Spray around the drain plugs. Make sure that we're good to go. I believe we should be good to go though. So alright, so we're gonna take our funnel, put it in the hole, and fill her up. That's what we putting in, the V-twin engine oil. That right there. I mean, this oil only been sitting in my garage since October. So this one, well, first we're gonna check our level. All right, so. So we're gonna take about half of this one, a quarter of this one, not the whole thing. Back in we go. On the Jiffy stand. So we're good to go there. Hopefully we don't have no whole bunch. Hopefully we don't have no issues and everything went the way it was supposed to go. So I'm just once everything over one more time. Alright, so the only place that we had a boo-boo, so to speak, was right there. And I mean, that was coming off of where the filter catcher could not catch or whatnot. So might have a little bit of runoff, whatever, from there, but we'll see. Alright, so pulled it out here. So if it is something leaking, I can clearly see it. Not to be mistaken for anything else. So we're gonna let it run probably about 5 minutes. And then see what happens. If anything, shouldn't be nothing. I also want to document the miles. At which this is happening. 47,466, April 10th, 2023. So this is gonna wrap up this video. All fluid levels are where they're supposed to be. Took it out for a test ride. I would love to say that it rides better, but I mean, I think maybe that's just all vehicles when you give them an oil change or whatever, just more optimum maybe. But yeah, so I'm gonna make sure, like I said, I'm gonna make sure I annotate the mileage, what was done, and then from here I have a good starting point on, you know, the maintenance on my bike when I'm doing it myself, etc., etc. To be honest with you, to be completely honest with you, one thing I feel that is probably gonna need to be addressed is the brakes. It's not terrible, although I wouldn't mind it being a little bit more responsive. I'm not exactly sure where to Where pray tell to start looking? Probably behind this. Yeah, probably as simple as looking behind here. Man, trying to look in there and see where the pad is. So I'll look off in there, I'll see, and then I'll make a decision based off of what we find. But I'm gonna say that a set of brakes wouldn't hurt. But although I'm not 100% sure what they look like new, etc., etc. So, but anything, like I said, new set of brakes wouldn't hurt. Just saying, like I said, just same way we changed the fluid for that peace of mind and going forward. So stay tuned for that one. Probably coming soon. And we out.